Cursive.
Are we really brothers?
Brothers in Cursive.
Are we really brothers?
Brothers in Cursive.
Are we really brothers? What'd you tell him?
Yeah.
Brothers in Cursive.
Hey, this is Redban coming to you live from Death Squad Studios for a brand new episode of Brothers in Cursive. Here's William Montgomery and Missing Toe. Janice!
What was your missing toe?
Yeah.
Do you have a missing toe?
No. That's actually a name that Brian just gave me when we first started dating, because that's when Brian used to Periscope a lot, and he didn't want to give away my identity. So he just wanted me to sound like gross and disfigured, and I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah. Little did I know there's probably a million Janice Mins.
Yeah.
So we don't have David Lucas here, and then we didn't do a show last week because David got the corona, and me and William are really lucky we didn't get it somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how we didn't.
Yeah, especially Brian Holtzman, who was sitting right in front of him the whole time, like the spit
vaping.
zone and vaping and shit like that.
Yeah. The vape especially, I don't know if that affects it or what.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get how that happened. Like, I was for sure that we were going to have it.
Me too. I was convinced that I just had it, and I started feeling bad.
Yeah.
Which I think was all in my head. I wasn't really feeling bad, but I started feeling bad.
Yeah, exactly. Right when I found out I had it, I immediately felt like I had something.
Yeah, my throat was sore and everything.
Yeah.
I hung out with a friend Brian and I saw each other for like 10 minutes, and then I went to hang out with a friend, so that friend had to go get tested too.
Damn.
Thanks a lot, David.
I I'd paid $200 fucking for a test.
Wow.
Jesus.
Because I didn't know, because I'm around Erica's grandparents all the time.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be the person that killed them.
Right.
Yeah. How bad would that have been?
Yeah, that sucks that you had to
You'd have to marry her.
Yeah. Yeah. I was scared that maybe I would kill him or something.
Yeah. I guess he's doing better now. He tried to come today, but we were like, come on, David, it's not been 14 days yet. Or it's been
I couldn't believe that one. I couldn't believe that.
Right. Yeah.
God.
Well, and David missed, for a lot of you that don't know, we record Kill Tony. We've been kind of on a delay. We've recorded episodes and kind of banked them just in case if something like this happens. So we, had episodes to go to just in case. And we recorded some episodes this week, and David missed all of them. So it's going to look like David's just not on the show anymore.
It is. That's what I was thinking about.
What did you just eat there, William?
I ate a mushroom pill.
Damn, you're going balls deep.
Ate a mushroom pill.
That's crazy.
For after Thanksgiving.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did. It was really nice. Made turkey.
So you cooked the turkey?
Hell yeah, it turned out really good too.
Wow, how'd you do
brine
it?
No, we put butter and salt and pepper on it the night before. Put it in the turkey bag. We cooked it in a turkey bag.
Oh, I heard that's the way to go. Yeah, I heard that's the way to go.
Yeah, it was good. Had to poke holes in the top so it didn't blow up in the oven. Cooked it a couple hours. Also made 2 types of stuffings.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
What's 2 different kinds of stuffings?
One was my mom's recipe. It was a little more. It was more liquidy.
Liquidy?
Yeah, kind of liquid. It was kind of wet. The other one was dry.
Was it like oil wet or juice wet?
Juice wet.
Oh.
Juice sweat?
Juice sweat. It's juice sweat.
Yeah. That's weird. Is that how it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it turned out really good. The other one was pretty dry. The stuffing inside of the turkey, we put stuffing inside of the turkey. It turned out really good. There was also a bunch of butter on it.
Yeah. I'm kind of an old-fashioned guy. I like straight-up stovetop stuffing. Like, whenever it gets that fancy stuffing where it's like big croutons and shit, it's not for me. I just like regular stovetop.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Did the cranberry sauce out of the can.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
I love that.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
I'm not a big cranberry guy.
I like those slices. The weird. I like Jello though, so that
Yeah,
kinda
the
reminds
slices
me
were
of Jell-O.
good. What else? Mashed potatoes.
Did you do real mashed potatoes or box mashed potatoes?
They were real. We didn't boil them enough though, so it was really hard to mash them.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Got really hard mashing them, and then some macaroni and cheese.
Oh fuck yeah! Now that's good. Not a lot of my family doesn't fuck with the mac and cheese on Thanksgiving.
We just got the Stofers,
oh
Still good.
which was really good.
I'm always jealous of Mexican families because they get tamales.
yeah.
Yeah, I
That
love
sounds
tamales.
perfect.
I love tamales.
Yeah.
That's a Christmas thing in the Mexican culture. I wonder why.
I don't know.
I like it
Hard
though.
to
It's
say.
simple, just like one thing. Tamales.
Love tamales.
I like Italian Thanksgivings because they get like full on like lasagna and shit like that, and it's weird.
Oh yeah, I've never thought about that. They have their regular Italian fare for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. That's cool. So was it just you and the girl and the fam?
Yep.
How's your grandfather doing? He had a stroke, I guess.
He's doing good. It seems like he's at probably 95%. It's honestly
Wow.
a little hard to tell, but I think he's good. I found a piece of paper outside where he was writing stuff, and it was sort of his letters were scribbled looking, and it was like words like the word blue. And I was thinking, what is going on?
Wait, why were
here?
they outside? You just left them outside?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff outside. And there's just a piece of paper with, different words written out on it. And I was thinking, this seems weird.
What kind of words were they?
It's
Do you know?
like blue.
Oh, he was just practicing?
Yeah.
I guess. I didn't really know when I was reading it. I didn't know how to decipher it. But yeah, it was just like regular words.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's good. He can write still and he can walk around.
I know. Yeah.
So it wasn't like a huge stroke. It was kind of like a mini one.
I think so.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Because when my grandfather had a stroke, it changed his life. He couldn't walk, he couldn't talk, and it took him years just to be able to walk with a cane. I mean, he was a completely different person after the stroke. Like, we had to make his whole house so he was, capable of being in a wheelchair, for the first couple years. And, yeah, he never...
But he finally just learned how to walk, or how did he start walking?
He went from a wheelchair, and then with after like a lot of physical therapy, he ended up being able to walk with a cane, very slow. But first couple of years though, he was wheelchair bound.
Did you
Mine too.
Oh, did yours have one too?
Yeah. But he was like bedridden. That was it.
For how
That's
long?
how till he died.
How
Wow,
long was
like
he in the
years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No talking, just like, maybe he can winking kind of stuff,
I wonder what was going on in his head. I wonder if he was thinking normally or not really. Just impossible
I don't
to
know.
know.
'Cause I feel like stroke sometimes alters your thought process, your cognitive abilities.
Right.
But I don't know.
Yeah. That's scary.
I was little, so I wasn't part of like all the doctors talking to us.
How do
and
you
stuff.
get them?
Blood clot? I think.
Yeah, blood clots usually.
Yeah.
But how does that happen? Like drinking and
Drinking
smoking?
and
Cholesterol,
smoking.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the biggest ones.
Cocaine. Anything that
makes-
constricts your arteries and anything that makes your blood thicker and sticky.
Gosh, yeah, I was looking at the turkey nutrition facts. I didn't know turkey was filled with cholesterol.
It is?
Did y'all know that?
I think if it's regular turkey, it's probably fine. But when you're doing like Thanksgiving style, where it's like a bunch of
Oh, yeah,
butter
basted
and
butter.
basting and stuff like that, that's probably where it all comes from.
Yeah, I was looking at the nutrition facts.
Turkey's okay. Like, it's not the best.
Yeah.
It's pretty dry usually half the time. Like, I don't
Even
know.
when it's moist, it's like,
It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm more of a ham guy. I like ham better.
yeah.
Honey baked ham.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have those out here? I haven't noticed them out
Yeah,
here.
there's a couple here in Burbank.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, honey baked hams. People sleep on that, but that place has great sandwiches and shit. Like, if you just want a good sandwich and some sides, go to honey baked ham. They have some good shit there.
Yeah, in Memphis, I would go there sometimes.
So these mushroom pills you're taking, they're just like straight up mushrooms in a pill, and it's like, how much is each?
They are mushrooms in a pill.
That's insane.
Each one is 0.3 grams.
Does it have like where it's made it, like on the back or anything, like made in?
It doesn't. There's one of the little things you can take a picture of on your phone, but I don't know. I don't know really too much about it. Some weirdo gave it to me at the Comedy Store on Monday.
That's great.
Not a weirdo. I don't know if he watches us. He's very nice. He gave me a bunch of weed the other day.
Yeah, that's
Read the
cool.
ingredients for us.
It has 300 milligrams, Golden Teacher, 25 milligrams, CBD, 45 milligrams, ginseng, 25 milligrams, 5-HTP. What's that?
It's brain medicine.
Yeah.
20 milligrams, ginkgo, 20 milligrams, maca, 20 milligrams, L-theanine.
Wow. It has a lot of good shit in it.
Yeah, because 5-HTP is something that you take after you trip.
Yeah.
Or even roll on Molly.
How come? What
that-
does it do?
Because when you trip and you take Molly, there's such a huge surge of serotonin in your brain that afterwards your body's depleted of all that. So 5-HTP, taking a supplement, kind of cushions that.
Yeah,
lack.
that's great. And that's so cool because that's probably what the future is going to be when it becomes legal. It's going to be shit like that, like it's going to be mixed with all the good shit, so you actually have like a nice
So
trip.
convenient.
Yeah, you don't feel bad the next day.
I don't know. It still might make you freak out.
How many did you just take? Just one?
One, maybe take another one.
Are you going to take another one? That would be sweet if you start tripping.
What's a typical dose?
I don't
Usually
know.
half an eighth is what I usually start off
Me
with.
too.
What's an eighth of an ounce? It's like an ounce is 60 milligrams, so an eighth of a 60 is.
Yeah, what's the math on that? Where's David?
Yeah, where's
I
David?
know.
Where's David with his simple math?
See.
That's cool though. So you said you've taken this before? Did it
I
work?
took one on Monday night after it killed Tony, and I was already having fun, so it was impossible to tell.
Right.
I got on the Discord for a long time.
Do you hang out there on the Discord?
On Monday night and Tuesday night, I did.
Oh yeah.
Till like 4 a.m. They all seem nice on there.
You need to get a computer where you could jump on VR with us because
Yeah.
that would be hilarious. You just hanging out in VR. So I mean, that's all the Discord people in virtual reality. So you're like talking to somebody that looks like Kermit the Frog, but they're really just
What do y'all do on VR? Just walk around and chat?
walk around and chat. But there's a lot of things like, oh, let's go on a roller coaster, or hey, let's go float in space. You know, like you could do all this shit where you feel like
damn.
you're in space and crap.
That's cool.
Yeah. Good for music, too. There's a couple of places we go to where it's like all trippy and shit, so it's like visuals and stuff.
What does your avatar look like?
I'm Wendy.
Oh, that's fun.
You didn't know that?
He has 3 different versions.
I have a fat Wendy, a small Wendy, like a tiny, tiny, tiny Wendy, so I could hide from people. Then I have a big Wendy that looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow, giant size Wendy.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you have any, Janice?
My signature is a hot dog.
No, that's fun.
Everyone says it suits me really well.
It does. A talking hot dog is so you.
That's fun.
I haven't really found anything else that I feel like is me, though. So
Yeah.
Well, you could just make them?
You could find them. There's like a million different ones.
there's avatar worlds where it feels kind of like you're shopping for a look, you know, like you're.
Does it cost
shopping
money
for-
to get one?
No, it's free.
Tiffany Haddish, here's a video on TMZ right now. You know how the every year that the Laugh Factory has the they give out free Thanksgiving dinners to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Here's I guess here it was yesterday.
What was that window? Is there a window there?
Yeah, I guess there is a window there, but I think that they usually have it covered up or something like that.
Have you ever been there?
You've never
perform
played
there?
the Laugh Factory?
No.
No.
How is it? I've seen like 2 shows in
It's
there.
it's good. I like it. It's definitely not as good as the Comedy Store, but it's it's a nice club. It's not
Yeah.
shitty.
The inside of it feels like the inside of a cruise ship.
Yeah, it does feel kind of cruise shipy though.
It's fun.
What you thankful for? What you thankful for? What you
Oh, they just had glass up. They're in the middle of the sidewalk.
What you thankful for? What you
I see that piece of glass.
What you thankful for? What you thankful for? I know what I'm thankful for. What you thankful for? Well, let me break it down to you. Break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down.
I guess Tiffany was there with She's dating Common. You know who Common is?
The rapper?
Yeah.
When did they start dating?
I think a few months ago. But I don't know anything about Common, though. That's one of those guys I don't really...
I know
really
nothing
much.
about him.
There's Common right next to her, right there on the orange.
Oh, it is?
It don't matter, white meat.
Damn, we should have went there and grabbed some free food.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait, so what did y'all eat? Y'all didn't make a turkey?
No, we never do that shit.
No.
We always go... There's a place here that we usually go to called Talleyrand, where they're known for their turkey dinners, year
What
round.
kind of food is Talleyrand?
Talleyrand's like diner-ish.
Diner, classic American.
Classic American.
They have
Is
like
that just the
meatloaf
person's
and
like
stuff.
last name?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Michael Talleyrand.
Michael
Talleyrand.
Talleyrand. But they sold out because I guess so many people didn't go out, to their family. So they sold out like early. So we ended up having to go to this other place in Burbank called the Smokehouse, which is like a fine dining, nicer restaurant. And it was good.
What'd y'all get to eat?
It's just turkey dinner. It's just like the turkey, gravy,
We
and
went
mashed
late,
potatoes, stuffing.
We went late, so you could tell it was like old dry turkey.
What
Yeah.
time did y'all
It's
go?
not that good.
7:30.
What were y'all up to till then?
We did a lot of naps yesterday.
Yeah, well, I don't know. My sleep schedule has been pretty weird, and yours too. So we went to bed at like 8 a.m. That night, and then we napped until like 5 or 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. When did y'all go to sleep last night? Still really late?
She went to sleep around 4,
Yeah. 6,
and
6 a.m.
I went to bed at like same time, and then I woke up at 8 a.m. though because I had slept so much the day before.
Yeah.
And I had so much shit I have to do before I go to Austin Monday or Sunday, so I just ended up working and editing and doing a bunch of crap.
So what are y'all flying to Austin?
Yeah.
Are y'all worried about the plane flight?
No.
No. Not
What
really.
kind of plane it's going to be?
It's a bigger plane, American Airlines, but it's. I flew a couple weeks ago. I mean, it's. I think airplanes are pretty safe, like because they don't have people sitting next to you. They have them spaced out, and they have them like.
do they?
Yeah, and there's not many people on the flights usually, and
How are flights now? Are they more expensive?
oh, they're so cheap.
Are they real cheap?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't go for the cheapest tickets. Because I hate, I hate like what's it called, Spirit. I won't fly Spirit, but I think like round trip on Spirit right now is like $114 to
Wow.
Austin. Like that's
Damn,
how
that's
cheap it is.
cheap.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking cheap as fuck. But I think we get, I think me and her business class, I think we got it for like $240 round trip,
Nice.
something like that.
It's cheap everywhere. Like I looked up flights to like Japan and Korea. It's so cheap round trip. It's like $700.
Yeah.
What are y'all going to go to Japan or Korea?
Probably not.
I want to go to the Disney World in Japan.
I
Yeah,
know,
that's
that looks so cool.
that's a dream of mine. Definitely.
I have been watching on YouTube videos exclusively of like Disney World videos.
So do we.
That's what.
Y'all
that's like
really?
all we
Yeah.
do.
Dude, you ever watch Adam the Woo? Adam the Woo here.
I don't think I have.
No?
I watch the videos of people eating all the different
Yeah,
shit.
that's
like,
what we do.
on getting on rides and stuff. I love it.
Yeah, we watch these two nerds called Ordinary Adventures. And it's so funny because I don't even know how we got into watching this Disney crap.
Yeah.
But it's so addicting. But then you catch yourself going, wait, what am I watching these nerds for?
I know.
Like
I feel like I'm going crazy. So before I
Yeah.
came here today, I was watching people eating the different candies and stuff at the Disneyland out here at the not City Walk, but whatever it's called at Disneyland.
It's
Yeah.
addicting. I feel like food videos are the most watched on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That and animals.
yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean animals?
Just like, cute cat videos or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love it. And then I watch like Six Flags ones and
Yeah,
watch
I don't know
ones
what's
that
so
have gone
addicting about it.
defunct. And
What's also funny to watch is all these people that make these videos, how depressed they are because Disneyland's closed, and you could tell they're just losing their shit.
Yeah.
yeah. I also watch videos of people going to Vegas and just showing us their hotel room.
Yeah.
I watch a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, like this is the one guy I always watch, Adam the Woo, and he's like a huge nerd, but he's pretty popular, you know.
He's popular in that community.
Yeah, in the Disney World shit, and he's like, my days living in California are numbered, you know, because Disneyland's closed, and he just can't take it anymore.
Movie locations, television, history.
But, yeah,
There's the one video where he misses it so much he just walks the parking lot.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just hangs out in the parking lot.
No. Have y'all been to the one out here? I had never went to Disneyland.
You never went to Disneyland?
No, I grew up going to Disney World sometimes.
Oh, you
Me
got
too.
it good.
Yeah, I went to Disneyland, grew up at Disney World, probably went to Disney World maybe 4 times, something like that growing up. Went to Disneyland, so excited, like, oh, you know, I get to finally go to Disneyland. And I'm walking in and I see and I'm like, where's the castle at? Because, you know, in Disney World, the castle's this humongous castle. And then in Disneyland, you just see this, like, I saw this little castle. And I'm like, well, it kind of looks like that's the castle, but that has to be like a gift shop or something. And my friend's like,
the castle?
no, that's the castle. It's like maybe 1/10 the size of the Disney World. It's so small. I thought it was a gift shop.
Gosh.
It's not as good.
It's kind of a tease, too. Like, as a kid, you're like, I want to go in there. And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's just a statue.
Yeah.
I hate it. How's the, what's the other one called out here? The,
Six Flags?
no.
No,
I've been to that.
Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm.
No, what's the other one?
Knott's Berry Farm.
That's it.
No, the one out, it's like here in the city.
Oh, Universal Hollywood.
How's that
that's
one?
right.
That one's okay, but it's more just like a bunch of rides that are all like, hey, there's a big movie screen in front of you, and you're going like this. You know, it's not like
Is that
roller
one of those?
coasters and
I've
shit.
never
Really.
been.
Gosh, the other night I watched a video of one of the shows that they do called Animal Actors.
Animal actors.
Like trained animals for movies.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it was the best. How do they train these dogs to do this stuff?
Ooh, animal actors.
Yeah, they were like cats doing it. How do you train a cat? That seems hard. I don't know
Yeah.
how you train a cat. I could see a dog.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it was Animal Actors.
I wonder if there's ever like abuse that goes on.
Oh, of course.
Because you know those viral videos with you see all these dogs and cats doing crazy tricks, and at the end you see the owner and it's always a Chinese person.
Why is that, do you think? Here it is, y'all. There's some funny parts on this, too.
Okay, what's that dog doing?
I already love it.
I love the cat shit.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
There's,
there's
like,
a little
ducks.
squirrel. What is that? A
What is
rat?
that?
Is that a rat?
Was that a rat or a
Yeah,
squirrel?
it looked like a rat.
Rats are smart. You could train them.
Are they? I've known people. Look at those birds.
Wow.
Makeup and wardrobe.
Makeup.
Right away.
I feel like there's got to be some like shady shit going on in the back too, though.
Oh yeah,
For
they're
all
like
this stuff.
they're like
I hope
shocking them.
not.
They're shocking them
It
with
has
sticks
to
and
be.
stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hope not.
I feel like anyone who's involved with like profit with animals, there's some like.
You're
just
probably
shady
right.
people.
What's this animal? Oh, rooster.
I bet there's also a lot of like dead time, like they just had, where it's like, come on, the chicken's not doing
Come
anything.
on. Get out there.
Oh,
Whoa, see, shut the thing. How do they train these animals to do this?
Treats,
yeah, treats
Probably a
and
lot of treats.
treats and shock collars.
oh, there's a raccoon. These poor animals.
I know.
They just want to go outside and eat and do shit and
I know.
fucking shutting doors. I want to see more cats.
But if you ever see a viral video with a pet dog or pet cat doing something like a crazy trick, where you're like, how'd they do that? Watch for the owner at the end. It's always a Chinese person. They don't, yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Because they're willing to abuse their dogs to get the views.
Gosh.
Thank you. Welcome to Universal Studios Annual Laughter Show.
Look at her. I want this job. I want that job.
Yeah. How it's so weird that they have something like this at Universal Studios. You'd think PETA would be like against this like crazy or something. I don't know. I'm not impressed with dog actors.
Yeah, it seems like they're
dogs,
too easy.
Yeah.
They're kind of built for it though, like how their brains work. But I feel like birds and like squirrels and stuff, like they shouldn't be doing this stuff.
That's a small brain.
I want to see cats.
Yeah.
Show me a good cat actor.
They're in here.
Do you know? So how'd you watch this?
I've watched this entire thing. This past week, I watched the whole thing and I was laughing. I was laying in bed and laughing.
I don't see any cats. I just see all these freaking dogs everywhere.
Those are cute dogs.
I think that dog's acting like it's dead.
Oh, what the hell is that
The
thing?
pig.
Oh, I heard pigs were really smart too. Like
I think they're smarter than dogs.
Yeah.
Ham sandwich.
Chicken sandwich.
Come on. What? Come on, you silly.
Have you guys
there's
seen?
a cat.
Oh,
Whoa!
Go, kitty, go. Whoa.
See, how does it know to do that?
Oh, no.
There's another one.
What's this cat doing? Wow, look at that.
Wow.
God. What is that?
Just chaos.
This is chaos.
What's that music from? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Right.
I recognize that music.
Oh, what is that thing? Oh, it's another chicken.
Babe.
Yeah, Babe. That was a hell of a movie.
Yeah.
Vegetarian sandwich.
The fact that you were watching this makes me really laugh my ass off.
It was fun. I loved that.
Yeah. So you think you're, what are you thinking about Austin? You think you're going to make the move?
I don't know. I mean, I have to. I'd have to find a job. I'd have to find a place to live. I don't know how difficult that is.
I bet you if you were to like tweet or say it right now, even or on Instagram or something like, "Hey, if anyone lives in Austin that has a job," I bet there's a few people that probably have businesses that are like, "Dude, William, please work for me. Oh, I'll give you a good raise or a good pay."
Well, I need to.
You should
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Because, there would only be a couple things standing in the way. That would be like a job. Like, I have a little money from the unemployment, but
Not enough to move.
Right.
Do you have a lease on your place that's right now?
I don't. It's just month to month. I haven't been to my place in 2
You
months.
should just get rid of that place then. You're wasting
I've
money.
thought about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
if you get rid of it for 2 months, even it might be enough to like get a start in Austin.
Right.
Just how much you save.
Well, when would I need to go? Beginning of January?
Beginning of January.
Where are y'all doing it down there?
Well, Rogan's supposed to buy a new club, and I guess he's looking at places now, and he's about to do that. So if that's open in time, we'll do it there. But we also have really good connections with all the like the comedy club in San Antonio, and which is like an hour away from Austin. So we'd probably do it there for a bit until Joe opens his club, or, stuff like that.
So what do y'all do about the band? Just have it y'all two at the beginning?
Well, the band, they're the same thing. If they want to come out, the problem is that I know Jeremiah is about to have a baby.
Right,
And he
so
just
that would be hard.
and he just signed a year lease on a new apartment. So I think he's stuck. He's more one of those guys too that I think he's still in it for the Hollywood, like, become an actor or get a TV show or something like that. I think he's holding off for those dreams. But like Joel, I don't know about Joel. Joel lives with his parents still, and so I don't know if he. And Jessie, I don't know anything about what she's thinking. But that's one thing that, with the show, what our idea was, when we're on the road, then we could fly those guys out, once we could start having shows again.
Right.
But, if we're just doing like a weekly show at like a comedy club or something like that, we find another band, have like a different band every week, or maybe not even have a band, like maybe just have, You know, we didn't used to have a band. I used to just do my, in between songs, I would just do my iPad, you know?
William looked really sad when you said, find another band.
Yeah, I'm worried about it all.
Oh, I mean, it's sad. But, I mean, look, Los Angeles is closed. And it's getting worse and worse after
Well, when is there going to be a vaccine?
Well,
You don't think soon?
no. No, I mean, they're not going to start giving it out until late December, and the first people they're giving it out to is not. It's like people that work in hospitals, you know, and shit like that. And then
Yeah.
I don't see like a vaccine getting to like everyday people. It's probably February, I'm guessing, earliest.
And then when would things go back to normal after that?
April. But here's the thing I'm worried about, and I think what a lot of people think is going to happen is, you know, like with all this Thanksgiving crowds and shit like that, you know, I bet so many people are going to get COVID from this Thanksgiving crap. You know, how many people like didn't know they had it, visit their family. I think we're going to see like this huge.
Yeah, my brother, he got it, Selden, and
How did he get it?
he went to some party in Memphis.
Super spreader event?
And some girl was there who had it, and they all got it. And then my parents were hanging out with them like the night before, and they were going to have Thanksgiving at my brother Vance and his wife's place. And Vance said he talked about my parents the night before, and they were both lying about being around Selden. Which I think Vance is right. He said COVID is just making liars out of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's making liars out of a bunch of people. So I think they went over to my brother Vance's place yesterday, but they had to sit outside by themselves and wear masks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sad.
That is sad. Yeah, I think that probably happened millions and millions of times.
In the cold. It was pretty cold in Memphis yesterday. It was like in the
Sat on the
50s.
curb.
Wow. Why wouldn't they just...
And they left Selden a plate outside, just out by the driveway.
Oh my god.
And Selden said he was hollering at some chick at the party, and he was hoping she was going to come over last night.
Oh,
How's he feeling right now?
I think fine. We didn't really get into it. I spoke with him briefly yesterday, and he didn't really get into it.
So your parents are good.
Well, they got to get tested, and
Right.
it was a
no
big
symptoms though.
Yeah, my mom works at some ladies' boutique in Memphis, and she was excited about the sales going to happen this coming week, and she can't be a part of that.
Jeez.
All it took was one selfish person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're looking at you, David. Man, if I had fucking gotten it, I would have been enraged.
Me too, man. Ugh.
It's fine. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that.
Yep. We should call Selden up right now and see how he's
See
feeling.
how he's doing.
Yeah.
That was fun calling my dad the other night.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I was talking about how I had a tail. Those final, what was that on Tuesday? I can't
That
remember.
was Tuesday.
Tuesday, I thought both of those were pretty good.
Yeah,
It
you had
was.
good shows Tuesday.
Tuesday
And you guys
felt
will see
strong.
that. You'll see all these shows
Christmas
in the month
time.
of December. This Monday, we filmed last Monday. So,
Okay, let's see what he's doing.
yeah, ask him how he's feeling. Yeah, ask him if he still has taste. I wonder if he still tastes it.
Maybe he won't answer. We'll see.
Yo.
Yo.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. We're at the podcast right now. We're just worried about you. How are you feeling?
I'm better. I'm straight.
Did that
Can't
chick
taste
come
a
over last
goddamn
night?
thing. Do what?
Did that bitch come over last night?
No. I just sat here by myself and wallowed around.
How do you feel?
Fine, honestly. I've just been real tired. I can't taste a fucking thing, too.
You
It's kinda
can't?
bizarre. Yeah.
So what have you been eating?
I just ate a turkey sandwich.
What it tastes like?
Nothing.
I'm trying to think of what that even means.
I heard that you can eat like an onion right now, and it would just taste like nothing, like you're eating an apple or something. Like,
Do what?
You could eat an onion right now and it tastes like an apple because you can't
Oh, yeah, no,
taste it.
Literally, when I say I can't taste anything, I can't taste anything. And my nose didn't even stuffy, which makes it
So
weird.
weird.
Can you smell?
No.
Have you been tooting?
I've been farting all over myself.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if you gave it to our parents.
I don't think so. We'll find out, I guess, but I don't think I did. I was over there briefly. Oh, Monday, Tuesday.
What was that noise? What was that?
It's a tectonic shift in my stomach.
A belch?
How's
Yeah.
how's his lungs? Like, can
How are your lungs?
Fine. I've been ripping on my vape and smoking reefer, which is probably bad, but hadn't really done anything too bad to me.
Well, that's good. What was that?
Sniff.
Sniffs?
A little fucking sniffle. It was only a sniffle.
Cool.
What are y'all doing?
Nothing. Just doing the podcast. I've been eating these mushroom pills.
Like the ground up little capsules?
Yeah.
How are they?
I don't know. I've eaten 3 of them so far.
Have you waited to make sure the first one worked?
No.
Are you just going balls to the wall? God.
What was that?
Getting a Oktoberfest.
What, sick?
Literally can't taste it. Yeah, it's fucking fine though. Can do as I please.
Yeah, well, you have to quarantine, don't you?
Yeah, except for leave my house.
Huh?
Yeah. But
Cool. Well,
sort of this bitch is gonna pay who super spreaded everybody.
what are y'all gonna do to her?
I don't know. We've been trying to figure that out.
How does she look?
What do you mean?
Why are you laughing?
Did she know that she had it when she went?
She looks fine. What do you mean? She looks alright.
Yeah, hold on. Did she know that she had it?
No. I hope she didn't fucking know.
Yeah,
She'd
that'd be bad.
diabolical.
That'd be bad if she did. Cool. Well, this
Biologic warfare.
it is like biologic warfare. Biologic? Wait, is it biological?
Biological, yeah.
Ask your brother if he wants to move to Austin.
Yeah, thinking about moving to Austin, Zelda. Don't know. I got to figure it out logistically speaking.
It's awesome. I visited my buddy there first time every summer. It's incredible.
Think I could move in with him?
Yeah.
You do?
No, probably not.
Why not?
Fucking ask him.
Well, ask him for me.
Okay. Well,
Okay, thank you.
Tell him about your poop problems too.
Yeah, tell him about your poop problems.
poop?
Doo-doo problems.
You? You
Me?
have doo-doo problems?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
I've been shitting all over myself.
Guess it's better than not shitting at all.
It is.
Just slightly.
That would be scary if you couldn't doo-doo.
Something wrong with your sphincter or something?
I think there is, but it's hard to say. But yeah, I think there is something wrong with my sphincter.
I'll be praying for your sphincter.
Thank you. I've been praying for you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Well, nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you too. You'll be good.
All right. Bye.
Deuces.
And now, a word from our amazing sponsor.
Brothers in Cursive is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Which of my online searches does the government have a right to know about? I definitely don't want them to know about the porn I watch or the masking tape YouTube videos I pull up or how to get rid of a body. You know what I'm saying?
The answer, none of the above. If you have ExpressVPN,
Without ExpressVPN's protection, though, hackers, government, ad companies, and ISPs all have full access to your data.
ExpressVPN encrypts and reroutes your web traffic to any number of countries, keeping you safer and secure.
Simply download the ExpressVPN app, click to connect, and boom, you're protected.
With ExpressVPN, you can make it seem like you're browsing from a different country. So you can watch any Netflix in the world you want. How cool is that?
Netflix library. ExpressVPN.
Library?
Yeah, library.
It's a library.
Whatever.
Okay.
ExpressVPN is the fastest VPN I've tried. Costs less than $7 per month and comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. I actually do have ExpressVPN. It's
great.
So it's actually works.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you give me the code?
Finish reading it.
It's time to stop governments and internet companies from keeping tabs on your data. Take back your online privacy like I did with ExpressVPN.
Protect your online activity today and find out how you can get 3 months free at expressvpn.com.
.org.
Would you... Motherfucker, this is verbatim.
I'm kidding.
Good God.
That was called a joke.
No, there's no jokes.
It's expressvpn.com.
It's expressvpn.com/brothers. That's expressvpn.com/brothers for 3 months free with a 1-year package deal. Visit express.com/brothers to learn more. Hallelujah!
Hallelujah. Jesus.
He seems like he's doing okay. I mean, I can't like.
He sounds fine.
I feel like if I got it, I would be so scared. I would be like, "Oh, I'm not drinking. I'm not smoking. I'm going to like drink orange juice all day."
I don't think so. I don't think you could last.
Yeah, I could.
What? Not
drinking.
Drinking and smoking?
Yeah. Smoking maybe, but not drinking.
How often are you drinking these days, Redban?
Every other day.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
Y'all get on to me about doing it twice a week.
I know. And it's, you don't do it twice a week. We all know that.
I got drunk yesterday.
What'd you do?
I was drinking Bloody Marys.
Oh, wow.
And
I
I
like
took
Bloody Marys.
I think a Prilosec OTC or something. I wish I could tell y'all exactly what the pill was, but it worked wonders. Because normally, isn't that a tummy thing? Tummy acid pill?
Yeah, but usually that's something you have to take like
a bunch,
like every day for like weeks.
Well, I took some pill yesterday, and I was drinking Bloody Marys all day.
That's great.
And it worked.
Wow.
I love a good...
You should start taking those every day.
I know. I don't always get it, but yesterday I was drinking Zing Zang. If y'all had Zing Zang...
What's that?
Or Zigzag. It's Zing Zang, I think.
Is that like...
Bloody Mary mix.
Oh, yeah. We got this.
We got the margarita version.
Yeah.
They have a margarita version of Zing Zang?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's great because you just put some tequila in a glass and you throw that in there, and now you have a margarita, like easy cheesy.
Nice.
And it's a good margarita.
And I love margaritas, but that'll mess my tummy up too.
Yeah. It's too much acid.
And that sugar gives you a hangover.
I know. Acid indigestion.
Mm-hmm. I hate it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it so
Do you get it some too?
I mean...
She's got Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, why are you doing Pepto-Bismol?
My stomach's just been jacked for the past few days.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I'm just a sensitive tummy person.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what it is. God. Shit. What is it?
She eats like shit. That's right.
No, I don't.
What do you eat?
Ever since that oatmeal we had.
What happened with it? I thought oatmeal's healthy for you.
Know.
I know. I think it's because I put a ton of milk in it. I've been like milk crazy lately.
She drinks like a glass of warm milk every day before
Not
she goes
warm.
to bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? Just leave the gallon outside?
No, I put it in the microwave.
Oh, you heat it up?
Yeah.
For how long?
A minute and 15.
That seems insane. I thought you were about to say 10 seconds.
No.
A minute?
Yeah.
Is it bubbling?
No. There's that little layer on top, though, the skim.
What is that? What is the layer on top?
You know.
Fan of. Stupid fan.
I feel like I was in an airplane. What was that?
Filter needs to be changed. I think that thing saved us from David Lucas.
I know.
Was it on during the thing?
Yeah.
Or maybe because Brian Holtzman is so like,
He's blowing it
He
back
pushed
at
it away.
Well, it's funny. Erica's watching it. She was pissed because she was showing me scenes where he was blowing his fucking vape thing right at me.
I know.
Yeah, he does.
He does that. Well, I guess it's now brothers and sisters in cursives.
Brothers and sisters.
Why do you always say that? Why do you always talk about us hooking up on Kill Tony?
I know. On Tuesday, that was a pretty good one. I don't know. I just feel like it's a funny angle for me to take.
It is.
Yeah, Tuesday, that was good. That second one. Who was the guest? Who was that guy?
Stephen Glickman.
Oh, Stephen Glickman.
Oh shit!
Who
should I
is
not have
he?
said it?
That's all right. He was in that. He was in like a lot of like. He was in a
Time
Nickelodeon
Rush.
show called Big Time Rush.
A lot of
He seemed nice.
20-year-olds recognize him because
Do they?
when we were like preteens, that's when he was on TV.
Oh, was he? What does he do?
Yeah.
Comedy now?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he's in Broadway now.
No, he was in Shrek
Yeah.
the musical.
Oh yeah, I heard somebody bring that up. Is he a good singer?
I don't know. I think he sounds like. He sounds like Seth Rogen a little.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, there he is.
What's this thing?
What was he on TV?
He
Big
played the
Time Rush.
manager. He played the manager of
Yeah.
this band.
This boy band. And a lot of teenage girls watch this show because they love this boy band. So a lot of 20-year-old girls recognize him now.
What was the boy band called?
Big Time Rush.
Oh.
There was like a show built around them.
How are they doing those hit noises?
That's probably added later.
Did y'all hear that?
Are you feeling anything right now?
I don't know. Should I eat this last one?
I mean, you should probably wait a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, how long's it been?
It's only been like
10 minutes?
yeah, it's only been 40 minutes.
I feel a little goofy.
Do you?
You do? You want some Pepto-Bismol?
I feel like I'm getting... No, I don't need any Pepto-Bismol.
It's actually not bad. It tastes kind of good.
Ew. I hate the taste of Pepto.
I like it. It's like minty and sweet.
Gosh, I remember when I was working back in Memphis at the grocery store. I was horribly hungover one day, and I drank a bunch of Pepto-Bismol, and then I vomited it all out in the toilet.
Ugh.
Dude, I was
Really
cracking
gross.
up last night because we were watching, like, we watch a lot of trying videos, and this one channel that we watch.
What videos?
Like, trying. Like,
What's
watching people
that?
try things. This one channel we follow is are a bunch of Irish
Try
people.
what?
Like,
Just
a bunch
anything?
of Irish people trying, like, spicy food, trying different alcohols and all that. But we watch a lot of people doing the one chip challenge and all that, like eating the spiciest peppers and all that. And none of them have reacted the way you have.
Yeah, you're the only one that we've watched where it violently puked everywhere.
We've watched basically all of the videos. And
Well,
no
that
one
was
has
horrible.
projectile vomited like you have.
Y'all goofed me on that one. Y'all goofed me on that one. That was horrible.
I know, that was.
I don't think it's worse than chocolate, though.
We had no idea.
Wait, I thought you
would
were talking about
do
the
that.
chocolate. What are you?
No, the one where you.
Oh yeah, the chip one where I vomited. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that the chip was worse than the chocolate.
Yeah.
What were the Scoville units on that one again?
I don't know.
The one chip. Well, we know the chocolate one is 9 million, which is like as high as it gets. Like all the spiciest ones are 9 million.
Well, I've been watching some wonderful show on Netflix called like We Are the Champions. Have y'all seen that? It's champions of people doing like dumb things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's wonderful. I highly recommend. Like last night I was watching, it was like yo-yoers. It was people doing some fantasy hair contest. It was people rolling down after a piece of cheese down a steep hill in England.
So you don't watch like shit like The Mandalorian or anything like that?
Never seen it.
Are you a Star Wars guy? No.
Do you
Oh,
guys hear my stomach?
was that your stomach?
I didn't.
I heard something.
Yeah.
Really?
What caused that, Janice?
I don't know.
Maybe you got a poo.
No, I went this morning.
Is it liquidy or solid?
It's solid. It's down there is healthy. Up here is just weird.
Yeah. Gosh, that's scary.
Do you see this shit? I don't watch America's Got Talent, but it looks like AGT kids magicians arrested by Louisiana cops for refusing to live with mother. Look how young these kids are that were arrested.
What was the headline? What did they say?
AGT kid magicians. So I guess they were magicians on America's Got Talent. Arrested by cops for refusing to live with mother. Like, aren't they too young to be arrested? Look at these kids. They're like 12.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, where do they live if it's not with their mama? I wonder where they're living. Who's filming this?
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure
I don't understand what she does. I don't understand what she's done.
We do not have a choice. This is nothing to argue about. This is nothing to discriminate about. You have to go with us.
Who's filming this?
I'm afraid what she's going to do to us.
They sound like they're being.
Anything you say can
Right?
with me.
Oh, wow.
Lobby rates an attorney, can't afford an attorney, say one about your.
Are they getting arrested?
Right.
How?
I'm asking you to stand up and let's go, or you will be arrested.
Sorry, I can't go back.
Is he talking to the little kids or?
Wow.
This is wrong.
That's fucking weird.
This seems like a scared straight kind of thing.
I've asked you 100 times, come on, let's go peaceful. I love you guys.
What state is this?
Louisiana.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That's scary. I wonder if they're gonna be on the next episode of America's Got Talent.
Yeah. What divas? I don't want to live with my mom. I'm scared.
Yeah, get out of the handcuffs, you piece of shit. If you're really a magician, get out of.
Have you been in handcuffs?
I never have.
No.
Have you?
Sexually, have you?
No, never.
Wow.
Have you?
Yeah.
You have?
Sexually.
What, both ways?
Did you like it?
No. I think it's horrible. Like one time I was
Yeah, what if somebody traps you on the bed and just leaves your place?
Right. Or one time I was tied up and I immediately was like, this is a horrible idea. What if she's, fucking starts like tickling me or something? Or
Yikes.
I don't want it. I don't like it.
Do you feel like panicky?
Yeah, I kind of almost get like a baby panic attack.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I get really claustrophobic
Do you?
doing that. Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
Super claustrophobic.
Are you afraid of heights?
I hate them.
You hate heights?
I remember having to do construction work with my cousin working for her uncle in like the 7th grade, and we had to get up on a scaffold and clean these lights or something up like 40 feet in the air, and I couldn't even move.
Really?
I couldn't even move. The whole scaffolding tower was moving, and I was scared to death.
I'll just think of something like being high up, and I'll get freaked out. Like I'll get like,
What will you think about?
Panic. Like I'll just imagine. Like I'll watch like a movie where there's like a skyscraper, and I'll imagine like, oh, I'm sitting on that skyscraper. Ah, like I'll freak out. Like I hate.
God, I remember at the end of the first Batman, where Joker falls, and then he still has that thing in his pocket that makes it seem like he's laughing.
Dude, you got to do the VR game where, the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
We'll do that eventually.
Like this kind of shit freak you out?
Yeah, I've seen enough videos of the people falling.
Yeah. Fuck
How are
that.
they not scared?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Like, just that looking, just me looking at this makes me freak out.
Imagine how confident you have to be in your agility, like.
Yeah, it's shocking.
I'm kind of jealous of that. They're like cats.
They are. Look at that. Look at that quarry.
No. You see, like, what?
Oh,
yeah,
no.
you definitely don't trust, like, one of those things.
They're dumb.
That's hard to believe that's real, but I guess it's real.
Look at that.
He doesn't even have shoes on.
They're all Russian.
Yeah, what if like you just had like one gust of wind, you know? Oh God.
These crazy Russian people.
Like fuck that. I know a bike.
Yeah, what are you doing?
No.
I don't get it.
Getting them views.
Yeah, this is definitely something that's like, you know what? I was going to kill myself, but instead, I'll just become
that's
really
crazy.
retarded.
Whoa.
So many people die doing this.
Yeah, I saw one video. Some guy trying to go under the bridge, but his head hit the bridge.
Oh God.
And it was just some loud ass noise.
There's probably just like mush.
And it was like it vaporized. Like you saw a mist of stuff.
No
Wow.
way.
You probably wouldn't hurt. That probably wouldn't hurt.
No,
would
you'd
it?
probably be instantly killed.
Yeah. At least there's that.
Ugh.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't hurt.
Jesus.
Are you going to eat that next one?
Yeah, maybe.
Jesus.
What more?
Look at this.
Oh God.
Have y'all ever
Oh,
been
God.
skiing? Those people were skiing. Have y'all ever skied?
Just snowboarding. Once.
Fuck this.
Oh God.
Have you, Redban? Have you ever been up on a mountain and skied?
Yeah, I used to be in ski club growing up a lot. I used to ski a lot.
What, in Ohio?
Yeah.
Where do you ski
But
in Ohio?
yeah, but the mountains in Ohio are like bullshit compared to like California or Denver.
Are there mountains in Ohio?
Nah, I mean there is, but not really. I mean it's like it's bullshit. But I mean it's still good skiing, just not anywhere as good as like out here.
Yeah, I never learned.
You never learned?
I was a snowmaker at one point in Beaver Creek, Colorado, but I never learned.
Yeah, that's right. That's so weird that you never learned and you were a snowmaker. Could have taken advantage of all that free skiing.
Is it because you're scared?
Yeah. I never learned. I didn't know what I was doing. I remember on a Thanksgiving, so it would have been yesterday, I don't know, 9 years ago, I went up with my buddy and we were just skiing down to the
The what? What the fuck? What'd you just say?
the snowmaker place, and I started going wildly out of control in my mind. I don't think I was really going that fast, and I face planted. And I was like, fuck this. I'm never doing this shit again.
Fuck that.
This is horrible.
You face planted on snow?
On snow.
That hurts. One time, you know those, like you go into the mountains and you rent out like inner tubes and you ride down hills with that?
Mm-hmm.
One time I was doing that and my dad was riding behind me. I was like 8. And somehow he maneuvered wrong where we both like launched forward and I slid down the rest of the thing on my face.
Oh my gosh. Did it hurt?
Yeah. I was blue and cut up all over.
Gosh. I remember being at Disney World with my dad at the Yacht and Beach Club, and they had some water slide, and I sat up in the middle of the water slide, and then I remember looking back, and my dad was hurtling down towards me, and he sort of was able to get off onto a side a little bit, and I was able to move a little, but we both came out of the slide at like the same time, and the lifeguard was like, "What just happened?"
Yeah, I used to on the water slides. we used to live next to a water park growing up. So my mom, instead of getting a babysitter, would just drop me and my friends off at the water park all day long. So we just lived at the water park for months.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's so cool.
So, but we got really good at knowing like the really long, crazy water slides, like the ones that go like left and right and shit. There was this one part like around the corner where we learned how to stop. And what we would do is like all of our friends would stop, and then it'd be like 3 of us, and then whoever's the last person, we would always fuck with them and wait till some stranger comes, and they're like, "Come on, no, we gotta go." And like a big fat woman would come, and like and like run into that guy.
Dangerous.
It was fun though.
What were the water parks called there?
Wyandotte Lake.
Is that a big lake?
No, it wasn't even a lake. It was just that's just what it was called. It was it used to be pretty nice, but nowadays I don't even know what it is. It's called Zumbazi Bay or something. I don't know.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
There was a place called Wild Water and Wheels outside of Memphis, and on one of the rides, one of the screws came up and it tore somebody's head off.
Oh, God.
So up where my dad practices law, they had like a piece of of the slide in somebody's office for a while.
Wow.
Wait, so like a screw, like a nail, how did it tear their head off?
It like went up. Like something happened, they messed up building it or something, and it came up, and somebody was sliding down, and it, when they slid down, it hit on the back of their head, and it ripped their head off.
Like scalp and everything.
Oh, yeah.
God.
I don't trust water rides anymore.
How
it's
come?
Just seems so rickety. It's just like plastic and like screws.
I know. I like water rides, though, but you got to wear sunscreen.
Yeah.
Here's Wyandotte Lake.
An agreement with Six Flags to purchase Wyandotte Lake.
That roller coaster was called the Sea Dragon. It was the first roller coaster I ever went on. It was a bitch roller coaster. But as a kid, you're like...
Look at it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was fun.
But, yeah, when you were young, it was okay, but...
Totally.
I don't know if they show any of the water rides here.
We had a place called Liberty Land in Memphis that had Elvis Presley's favorite roller coaster on it, called the Zippin' Pippin.
Zippin' Pippin?
Yep.
Ooh,
a good lazy river.
I love lazy rivers. My amusement park was Knott's Berry Farm growing up.
That's nice.
How is that one? Is that a good
It's
one?
fun.
There's the...
Yeah.
So here's the one that I would stop on, and we would stop like right around here, like in this like hoop loop right here.
Did you guys ever seriously get hurt?
No.
Would you ever pee in the water?
Fuck yeah.
Would you, Janice?
Not at a water park.
I
In
wonder
a pool,
about.
yeah.
I know. I wonder about other people. Do other people
the
pee
time.
in?
So many little
Everybody-
kids.
Tons of kids do. Yeah. That's why it's disgusting. But that's also why a lot of these water parks like overdo it on the chlorine because it's just so much pee.
But you know that pool smell? That actually only comes from pee reacting with the chlorine in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that?
You couldn't
The chlorine smell?
Yeah, it's only from pee reacting with it.
Is that true?
So the stronger the water is, the stronger the smell of the pool.
Yikes.
I don't know if that's true.
It is.
Yeah, when I went to Vegas a couple months ago, I was fucking peeing in the pool like it was my job.
I'm sure you go to the bathroom.
I
a
was
lot.
waiting to have to pee. Yeah, I was waiting to have to pee, and I'd get in the water.
My favorite's to like pee next to somebody and see if they say anything.
Oh God.
If it feels warm.
Wait.
Yeah, there's not a nicer feeling than peeing in the pool and all the warmness is around.
Yeah. I
below
also
the bed.
hate.
It's wonderful.
It sucks going to the bathroom with like wet swimsuit on.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's the worst. You don't know what's pee and what's water.
Do you ever go to a wave pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Check out this wave pool. Look how many people are in this wave pool.
China.
That seems
China.
totally dangerous.
Isn't that
Yeah.
ridiculous?
That doesn't even look fun.
No. I guess this is a fail.
Dream Zone at South Korea's
I have
Korea.
I have seen videos of those things malfunctioning, and it like turns into a fucking tidal
Here's
wave.
one that's malfunctioning right now.
That's too many people. You know how many of them are peeing?
That seems dangerous.
Yulong Shuyan Water Amusement Park. These people may not have seen the fun side of being in a wave pool at this amusement park in China on July 29th, 2019. The inflatables all moving together.
Oh my God!
I just am shocked that's allowed.
How is there that many people?
Imagine being right in the middle. Not a place to be for anyone who hates to be squeezed into tight spaces. Listen to the force of the huge.
Whoa, look at
Oh
this.
my God.
Hard and fast, crashing into the crowd.
That's hilarious.
Rather than gently lifting them up as it should, it punches through them,
Fuck, that's
pulls
funny.
over the top, and seems to eat them up. It is obvious that the wave is much larger and more powerful than
Oh
it should
my
have
God.
been. As even those are forced to run to safety. It was later announced that the larger than usual waves were created due to an electrical problem.
A lot of concussions that day.
Yeah.
Probably.
That should be illegal. I mean, come on.
How many people are peeing in that picture?
Oh, it's all
There's
pee.
10.
There's no
Yeah.
way that chlorine could ever do anything. It would just be pee.
I know.
Injured by giant wave.
Mainly suffered 4 ribs.
Ugh.
Luckily, there were no deaths.
That was a good injured rib picture of the lady holding her rib. That was good.
Check this
Part
out.
of the group than it is to be in the way.
Dumb.
Especially if that group
Whoa.
is of inflatable killer weapons.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what if her head hit his head?
Yeah. It would have just smashed heads.
Yeah, that Action Park thing, there's a wonderful video about that place.
Yeah, Action Park.
Where they had the one water slide that did a loop-to-loop.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Which I think is difficult, if not impossible.
Maybe they'll show that.
I wish I could have gone there.
Yeah. Where was that? New York or something like that?
Yeah.
Isn't it fun though when you get in a jacuzzi and you try to make all those waves with a bunch of people?
Yeah, oh yeah, it is.
That's one of my things to do.
So is that like a normal wave pool right there?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I have actually ever been in one.
Yeah, that looks about normal, if not a little bit more violent than.
Yeah, it seems a little oppressive.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck that.
Thankfully, these boys are strong swimmers and are able to avoid being swept away this time.
Yeah, that looks
I'd
like...
have been swept away.
Yeah, if that was me right now, I would be swept away.
Yeah.
I'd roll onto my back and try to be on my back, and then I'd be out in the ocean and... Listen to that. That just sounds fun. That guy was going fast on that thing.
know,
Did you see that?
Look, they're going to show the loop-de-loop.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Those things seem like they're going fast.
Yeah.
Experience together. You're just minutes away.
Route 94, Vernon, New Jersey.
Spectacular rides and fabulous entertainment, but hold on to your bathing suit.
What's
because
that?
There's more, lots more. Now, Action Park brings to the world the brand new, awesome Roaring Springs. Spread out over 6
I want to see this
Roaring
loop.
Springs has got it all. It's got cliff diving, air slides, caves, rapids, waterfalls. It's even got an underwater river. But most of
Underwater river?
That's cool.
Is that just an underwater
Is this still-
cave?
No, they closed this place down. I think like 100,000 people died.
What? No.
But it was like the most, like...
People died, dude.
A lot of people died, though.
Wow.
It was just like no rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a bunch of high school kids, like getting drunk and high, who didn't care. They were the people there, working there.
Oh. Is this the one where they made that one movie?
Probably. Oh, I think here's the hoop. Is that it? No. Where's the loop? Look how fast they're shooting out of there.
That looks fun.
Foom.
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 God, this music's great.
I know.
Yeah, even that.
How does a wave pool work? What's the mechanics going on in that pool?
It's like some big walls, I believe, that go push the water. What is this?
It's an Alpine Slide, I think is what they call it.
I've always wanted to go on one of those.
I went on one in
Alpine
Jackson
slides.
Hole, Wyoming. I
Oh,
was hitting
nice.
the brakes all the time. I was scared to go fast.
Yeah.
William,
Have you seen
you're
video?
a scaredy cat.
I was hitting the brakes the entire time.
Isn't there one in Tennessee, like a really popular one?
Maybe in Dollywood. That was one of the videos I was watching about Dollywood. The ball pit. I miss a good ball pit.
I always thought there was gonna be poop in there.
I like ball pits, but it's pretty gross looking back.
Oh, here's the hoop. Check this out. This seems crazy that this. I guess
this
somebody
that?
got stuck in it once.
Oh god.
It just looks like it's a joke.
It also looks like it hurts. Like you're just bumping into hard walls the whole time.
It looks like you're not going fast
Yeah,
enough.
like how do you not?
How are you going fast enough to make the whole loop?
Yeah, that's so ridiculous.
Man, I was watching some video about some water park in Australia where something happened. It was one of those water rides where it's people sitting in a circle, and something happened when they got to the end and their tube lifted up and like 5 of them died.
His partner, Ruzi Aragi,
Is it this?
and a 42-year-old woman. An empty raft became stuck.
This is
on
it.
top of the raft that the deceased were riding.
This would be a scary way to die.
Fuck yeah.
Hit the empty raft and flipped.
Oh.
2 of the victims were flung out of the raft into the water, while the 2 others were trapped under the raft.
Jeez. What a nightmare.
And I heard, the thing was going and they were trapped in the machinery underwater. Oh my God. And I heard the paramedics came and they were like, this is the most gruesome thing I've ever seen.
Just mangled.
Just people mangled. Ooh, I'm going to go on this. Look at this thing.
Oh, hell no. Oh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
I don't understand those, like, those super steep drops where it's just free body. Looks like
Right.
you could, like, fall out over the side.
It does seem like it.
That was truly exciting because
That was the best ride I ever been on.
Brownback, Mayor Casey K.
Look at that.
No.
That would be me. Whoa!
All right! Awesome!
Keep in mind throughout the designing.
Jesus.
Look at the designer. He's eating a sandwich.
Yeah, he's like not concerned. He's like, yeah, it kind of sucks.
He's not concerned. Look at all those fucking steps you have to walk
I
up.
know.
That looks nightmarish.
Oh, this is the ride where the kid got decapitated on?
Is it?
Yeah.
Where was
Look at
this?
the blood in the water.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. Is that really
Yeah. Look at the blood on the bottom.
In Kansas City, Kansas,
What?
tragedy on Schlitterbahn's Varut.
We are saddened to share that a young boy died.
The child is the son of Kansas State Representative Scott Schwab of Olathe.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the family during this difficult time.
What
This
happened?
is like a South Park
Government
episode.
investigators can now confirm Caleb Schwab was decapitated by the Varut slide at KCK's Schlitterbahn Park. I spoke with a mid-Missouri man who was at the park at the time.
I caught his head.
Almost. And so we all looked, and we saw that there was the supports that hold the netting in place that's over the slide. A couple of them were all bent and jagged out of place. My mom saw the 2 people on the other, behind the second and third row seats, and they were just covered in blood. It was horrible.
Oh, God.
What happened? How did it... He caught air or something and his head got caught in the thing?
That thing we just watched where the raft went up in the air, they put nets there so it wouldn't fly off if that happens, it wouldn't fly off the track. Well, the kid just got decapitated.
Like they lost their hand. Did you see that?
By what she described as a lack of training for employees operating the rides. She also blamed inadequate safety inspections by the park's own employees.
That's scary.
the only inspections we've ever
They
done.
lost their hand.
People riding down slides one time, saying, "Oh, it's okay. You're good to go for the rest of the day now."
In fact, Kansas has a national reputation for providing minimal state oversight at amusement.
Fuck you, Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas.
The worst would be having to go down through the rest of the ride after that happens.
Yeah, like with you have the kid's head on your lap, and you're like,
Yeah,
this
your
is
hand's
uncomfortable.
gone.
Yeah, what the fuck is this ride?
Your adrenaline's going, so it's like taking longer than normal.
God. That probably wouldn't hurt, though, would it?
Decapitation?
Yeah, that's probably pretty quick,
That's-
isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably
I guess
not.
no one would know.
I always want like if you get decapitated, like can you still see like, oh, my body's over there now for like a minute or so?
Yeah, are you
Yeah.
blinking?
Yeah.
Well, they say that people can blink and even talk. I don't know.
Yeah. No, probably can't talk.
You could probably blink. But what does that mean? Are you thinking in your head or you're just blinking?
Have you heard about the chicken that lived for like months and months with its head cut off?
How's that even possible?
Chickens always do that. Anytime you cut a chicken's head off, it will keep on running.
There's one chicken though that lived for I think years.
How's that possible?
They kept
Blood's
feeding-
not pumping through.
I don't know, but the esophagus, there was like a hole, and they just fed it through there. Look.
What?
It was like a circus attraction and made the owners a lot of money.
And listen to this music.
Yeah, what's this dumbass?
Lost his head a long time ago.
That's so weird.
And guess how it died?
Huh.
Ow.
Got a piece of food stuck in its throat and it couldn't breathe and it died.
That's sad. There's this little ad.
What do you want from me?
There's this little chicken ad. Did they keep the head with the body, or was just the body?
Look at
in
him,
it?
he's just hanging out.
Look at the other chickens looking at it.
Bam! Something's wrong with you. Wow. Well, how does that work? His brain's not there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Look, he's holding the head, just hanging out.
And all its shit's coming out of its neck. I don't get it.
That makes zero sense to me. What the?
Huh? What?
Is this real?
Is this
it's
real?
It's real. It's really real.
But how does it know to peck for food if he is? Don't understand. Wait, is his brain still attached to the stub or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, how does this work? They named him Mike.
Hey, Mike! Oh, God.
Gosh.
Weird. How did you know about this?
This one podcast.
They talked about it?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's creepy as fuck.
That's hard to think about. I can't believe it's real.
Shows how.
Yeah, that's without showing.
Oh, they're gonna show it?
Yeah, without showing it. Let's look at the chicken's just running around.
is moving.
Look, he's got no head.
Wow.
Wow. That's unbelievable. The turkey
So what is that? Just the nerves inside of it? It's not actually. It's just the nerves inside of the bird or
Yeah,
something?
I guess so.
So strange.
I guess there's tons of animals that can live without after death.
So long fascinated us humans, numerous people have searched for the secret.
Oh yeah, cockroaches.
Bees. This
Bee.
might sound like a cop-out to you. No, bees die and they stay dead. However, there is a reason why they appear on this list. Because even though a bee might be dead, it can still sting you. Not in the way that you think, of course. Dead bees obviously can't go flying, a deadly delicacy. It's not really the
Octopi.
Yeah. Oh, look
They're
at that.
supposedly really smart.
Yeah.
Look, he has no head.
And it's these 8 arms that usually get stuck in someone's throat, resulting into
Yeah.
a very bad day.
Stuck in people's
Oh,
throat.
Yeah, I've seen this video.
Quite fascinating. It's because their central nervous system is quite unique. You see, most of an octopus's nerve cells, 2 out of 3 of them in fact, can be found not in
Weird.
the brain where you would expect them to be, but rather in its tentacles. As to long life and immortality. It's even
Is it a nude?
who believe in magic, believing that the amazing regenerative powers of this animal can be considered paranormal. Salamanders have the uncanny.
I always wanted a salamander growing up.
You did?
Yeah,
Why?
kind of. I wanted like I got an aquarium one year for Christmas, and it was never filled with water, and there
never
were never
did?
any critters inside.
You never got any?
Never
No.
even a goldfish?
No,
Why?
I always wanted one.
Your parents didn't let you get one?
Yeah, if you want to, fucking say it like that.
Sorry.
Did you ever collect like lightning bugs and put them in a jar?
Yep.
And it had that smell, that gross lightning bug smell.
I don't remember the lightning bug smell.
Like if you held a lightning bug for a while and then like you smell your hands, it smelled fucking gross.
I remember in Memphis there always used to be lightning bugs, and now there's not.
Yeah. In Memphis, there's not?
Oh.
No. What is it?
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Because there would be trucks that would come around and spray for stuff for like mosquitoes. So maybe that kills all the lightning bugs.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's one thing. Ever since I lived in California, I haven't seen a single lightning bug. They don't live
I've
out
never
here.
seen them out here.
I've never seen one in my life.
You haven't?
No.
They're awesome. They make the whole sky like glow and stuff like that.
Yeah, if there's a ton of... You've never seen one in your life?
No.
They're cool.
You're probably going to see them in Texas, I would imagine.
I remember when I even lived in Spanish Harlem, when I would walk to the White Castle. Just amongst all the giant buildings, there would be little grass areas, and I'd see lightning bugs.
Where's Spanish Harlem?
Up in New York, above... something like the east side, if you keep going up.
Well, let's go to some Brothers in Cursive questions. I guess this would be mostly for you, William. William, have you ever considered if there may be autistic, if you are autistic or on the autistic spectrum? If not, have they ever considered if you might be a psychopath? Says Mecromonger.
I'm sorry. I texted an old bike friend. I was texting bike friends yesterday, and I just got a response back from Richard Patterson. Said, I was doing just fine until I heard from you. Now I'm depressed. Thanks a lot, man. Seriously,
What?
What was the question?
Are the shrooms kicking in?
It's a little hard to tell.
All right, we'll just go to another question. Ryan asked, if you had to have sex with one animal, what would it be?
Elephant.
Wow. Really?
It's my favorite kind of animal.
Yeah, but
you take that in the butt?
No, it would be me having sex with an animal.
Yeah, but don't you think I think elephants are poopy.
Yeah, well, maybe I like that.
Okay. Question for William, as we all know. Okay, I'm just going to skip that one.
Yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
All right. William, would you rather shit out spiders or throw up hornets?
This is for everyone.
Yeah, what do y'all think? Maybe you shit out spiders?
Shit out spiders.
Man, have y'all ever seen Charlotte's Web?
Yeah.
That is a sad fucking
I love that
movie.
I love that movie.
But think about Charlotte. She was a sweet spider.
What's your 3 favorite albums of all time?
Strawberry Jam by Animal Collective. That would have to be one.
One would have to be Beck.
Yeah, Mellow Gold by Beck would have to be one. And I think it's called Person Pitch by Panda Bear.
I don't even know that.
Oh, it's a good one.
What would you say, Janice?
I don't really have any. I always listen to just songs. I never really fully like all albums.
All right.
What's your favorite kind of music, Janice?
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty broad. I wouldn't say that I have like a particular favorite.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
William,
like
what
disco music?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that could be fun. Do you like disco
I love
music?
disco music. Sure.
Yeah, disco music can be fun.
You know what I like? I like a good Daft Punk, like that
I
disco
love
mixed
Daft
with
Punk.
like
I know,
electronic.
that could be fun. Where they would wear the space helmets.
Yeah. They're not going to get COVID.
Yeah, they ain't getting COVID.
William, what's your joke writing process? Also, when did you know you wanted to be a stand-up?
I knew I wanted to be one in the 6th grade when I was Steve for the Christmas play, and my process is taking these mushroom tablets and drinking a Budweiser and
Bourbon?
That didn't work well. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. What is it? I don't know. What is the joke writing process? It's hard to say. I don't know I don't know how you answer that.
Well, Brian, you find a lot of inspiration from interacting with people, right?
Yeah.
While you're joking around with people.
Yeah, you got to interact with people. That's something. You have to be interacting with people. You have to be open to the things happening, making you laugh. And you got to write that shit down. You got to find a really good pen.
Yeah, that's the big secret. It's just making sure you
Yeah,
write it
find
down.
William has a special pen.
I
just
do.
learned.
You do?
The Pilot Razor Point.
He only uses that.
This is all that I use. I don't want to. My fingernails are too long, but
Why is your fingernail? Wait, how
my
long?
fingernails are
Let's
too
see-
long
let's see
right
your-
now.
Let's see your fingernail.
No, they're too long.
Why
I'm
would you-
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. My fingernails are too long.
Why didn't you clip them?
I don't know. I get lazy.
Why'd you bite them? You don't bite your nails?
No, I don't. I
Oh,
can't
that's
bite
good.
through them.
Wow.
They're too long. They look weird to me right now. So they probably look weird to other people because they look weird as shit to me right now.
I want to see them.
Just show Brian. Oh, they are pretty
Oh,
long.
those are pretty long. You look like you have a manicure or something.
You look like you have French tips on.
That's hilarious.
They're way too long.
How and what was your first experience on stage?
The 6th grade Christmas pageant, where I was the character named Steve, and I was telling fat jokes, but I was just a little redheaded boy. And I was the comic relief of the Christmas play. And it gave me a fucking rush. Everybody looking at me, laughing at the cinnamon rolls. What are you talking about, cinnamon rolls? I wish I could.
William, I saw you at Dairy Queen the other day. I would have said hi, but you were canoodling with an attractive Latina woman. Anyways, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Mint chocolate chip.
Oh. What's yours, Janice?
What's y'all's?
Mint chocolate chip is up there.
What's your
I
favorite?
like pistachio.
Pistachio's yum.
I'm a mint chocolate chip guy also. Yeah. But you know what I had somewhere, I can't remember, was mint chocolate chip Oreo or cookies and cream. It was cookies and cream, but it was mint cookies and cream.
Ooh, that sounds good. I went to the Wiener Schnitzel, and they had a good pumpkin ice cream that was dipped in chocolate sauce. To die for.
Oh, we gotta go try that.
I used to love coffee ice cream growing up, like a weirdo.
Yeah, me too.
I like coffee.
The at the Arby's, the Jamocha shake.
Yeah.
Sometimes I love a good
Wonderful.
strawberry too. Just a simple strawberry.
Yeah, strawberry's good.
What ice cream do you hate?
I hate things with too much shit in it. Like where you're chewing more than you're melting.
Yeah. Like I hate cookie dough ice cream for that reason. And what?
Yeah, cookie dough.
I
That
like
is,
cookie dough.
I don't. I'm not a cookie dough fan.
Fuck that. Question for both of you, I guess. What age would you say that you really felt like an adult?
Never.
Yeah, I would say I haven't felt that yet.
Every time I would get like adult things like getting a car or whatever, I'd still feel like I'm a kid getting a car.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm about to buy a house.
Oh yeah.
And I still feel like a kid, but yet this is probably the most adult thing I've ever done.
That is.
But I still feel like I'm going to have a Pac-Man machine in this really nice house, you know, and it's like I'm going to be like
you should
like a baby that has a house.
I guess I feel adult when the more emotionally mature I am. You know, like if you're ever taking like the bigger road or something, or the whatever.
What about you, Will?
I remember being maybe in the, I don't know how old I was, but with my mom at the Kmart off of Summer Avenue and just standing beside her looking at G.I. Joes. I think Ricky Don't Lose That Number was playing.
Ricky Don't.
They would always play at the Kmart for some reason. And something happened. I just thought.
Something happened.
I thought, William, you're thinking differently now. Something happened. I can't explain it. And I'm not kidding.
How old are you?
I was little. But I remember thinking, oh, you're thinking differently now.
Was it like...
I'm not kidding.
Was it when you reached consciousness when you were like, I'm a thinking person?
It could have been. I've never really thought about it, but I have that memory. I don't know. I couldn't have been older than 5th or 6th grade.
That's when you felt like an adult?
Yeah. That's when I really felt like an adult.
Oh, peaked early.
And it's been downhill ever since.
Well, you're an old man now.
Yeah.
You're a senior citizen.
Yeah.
Mentally. Yeah. You're like a dog. Oh, I heard someone's tummy go.
That was William.
I got to pee so bad.
All right, we're almost done. William, what was your favorite Dracula?
Bram Stoker's.
Good answer. And last note.
Remember we did that picture behind the comedy store and it looks like Bram Stoker's?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's going to be sad not going back there.
I know.
I was genuinely sad on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I know y'all probably... I'm not kidding.
No,
I was genuinely sad.
It was a sad
because it was
air.
pretty abrupt. I knew obviously y'all were leaving, but it was abrupt.
I was tearing up.
I promise you, I felt genuinely sad, and I still feel kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, because we didn't know it was going to happen so fast.
It was abrupt.
Because once LA closed everything, we're like, well, I guess
I know.
we got to.
I hear you. You got to do what you got to do, but I don't know.
William, what's your favorite guitarist? Last question.
Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughn. And I cannot believe he died in a helicopter that some other good guitar player, I can't think of his name. He was supposed to get on the chopper, but it was Stevie Ray Vaughn.
Who's Stevie Ray Vaughn?
He was from Austin, I think. He was from Texas. He was like in the 80s. Really good. Like after Jimi Hendrix.
Like one of the best guitarists.
And I think he died in the 90s of a tragic helicopter crash.
Yeah.
He's really good, though.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully we see you next week. We'll probably have a later episode next week because we're figuring everything out. But thanks for filling in, Janice. I think David will be back next week. So
yeah, it was fun.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Brothers in Cursive.
Are we really brothers?
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 What'd you tell him?
Yeah. Brothers in Cursive.
William Montgomery. Brothers in Cursive.
Brothers in Cursive.
William Montgomery. Brothers in Cursive.
Brothers in Cursive.
Brothers in Cursive. That's sort of fun, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know what it means.
Either you get it or you don't.
Hey, Redban, can we start all of this over?
Bro, what? Brothers in Cursive.